We wish you a frappe Christmas. We wish you a frappe Christmas. We wish you a frappe Christmas and a latte New Year. Oh, hi guys. Christy? Yeah? What the living heck are you doing? What? I was just singing your song you did yesterday. Wrong channel, babe. Oh, oopsie. I'm sorry. Oops. Oh, hi guys. It's 25 days of Vlogmas! Woohoo! Yay! Right here on A Match Made in Heaven, the promise of a lifetime. We're sitting by the fireplace, hanging out, just chilling. Probably have some cocoa, might be by the campfire sometimes. You never know what we're gonna do. No, but we sure ain't having a frappe especially not a frappe. Brr, too dang cold. Well, some people are too dang cold, but we could have frappes in Rolling Fork. Yeah. Hello, Mommy, it ain't snowing all the time there. Yeah, true that. Just, you know, in other places, we don't need it. No, we don't need snow. We just need fun and laughter and all kinds of good stuff. Got that right. So yeah, 25 days of Vlogmas. How fun. And oh boy, do we have some themes for y'all. Oh yeah. Travis and Joshua and the rest outdid themselves this time. The cousins, oh my. Cousins and cousins and cousins, oh my. They, oh boy. Yeah, they did some crazy stuff. Got that right. So yeah, hope you guys are ready for Vlogmas. Yep, 25 days of Vlogmas, and you just don't know what we're gonna do. Nope. You just don't know. Nope. So, hope you guys are ready for it, because boy, do we have the fun planned. So, sit back, relax, and enjoy the show.
Welcome to Vlogmas. It's time to celebrate Christmas all month long. 2020. Let's all have some fun. We'll film our family traditions, gathering together, campfires and food. You never know what we're gonna do when we film all the Vlogmas for you. 25 days of fun until Christmas time. Seeing all the lights and family fun. Might light up us a campfire and decorate the tree. Wow-wee! So come on in and hang with the fam and see how much we can film on 25 days of Vlogmas. It's gonna be a wonderful time. It's gonna be the best time of your life, so hold on tight for a crazy ride. You won't wanna miss what we're gonna do. It's gonna be fun. Christmas time and fun, you can't beat that now, can you? So welcome to our happy, crazy, extended family. Celebrate our way, 25 days up here, family fun. Oh, don't forget the biscuits. Tweety, ha 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 ha.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome back to day 19 of A Match Made in Heaven, the promise of a lifetime. Yep, as promised, we are out by the campfire. Boy, oh boy, it's been a night. It has been a night, let me tell y'all. Of course, it's Scarlet here. And baby Sharky, hi. Hey, baby Sharky. Anyway, oh yeah, it's been a night, let me tell you. So, first, we did get our tradition for Far Out, so we do have it for Far Out too. So yeah, we do have it for both. Praise the Lord. Sierra got tricked. Yeah, Sierra got badly tricked because the tradition, the garlic version is in a different place than the cinnamon version. So we discovered that tonight at Walmart. They're not in the same place. Oopsie. Yeah, whoops. So if Sierra would have walked about a foot ahead, she would have probably found it, maybe less. They were in two different freezers. So we've got the right version for Far Out. So we're gonna have it both ways this year. So you guys will get to see the tradition, and so will Far Out, because we're doing it differently than Far Out, because Far Out, I'm gonna do it in one vlog. we're gonna do the tradition, tell them the story. You guys actually know the story if you're over here, so you already know it, but Far Out has more subscribers over there. And so they're gonna get to hear the story. And if you are over here, but you're not over there, feel free to follow over there if you don't know the story, and you'll get to see it. And if you're not a coffee drinker and you just want to experience the tradition, it will be done here, but we won't do the detailed version like we did last year. Now, there is a version of it, I believe. I'll have to check what the damn title is for you. Let me take our quick break. I'm gonna run inside and check the title for you. But, and let you know what it is so that you guys can see it. It's in last year's Vlogmas. If you are not a coffee drinker, you don't want to go over there, you want to see it. We actually did run the inspiration, we ran it, and I reacted to it. And of course, I bawled my brains out, as I always do every time it happens, because like I said, I borrowed it, and I borrowed it, but I also adapted it a little bit because it was her that inspired it, and I'm like, there are people like her in this world, that deal with what she dealt with, and, don't have a family of their own. And so it's like, I wanted that to be a tradition each year. So that's what we do. And Far Out's gonna hear the full story. So if you guys are not coffee drinkers, you don't want to go over there, that's understandable. I get that. But I will make sure to give you the name of the Vlogmas episode so you can go check it out. I believe it's Christmas Eve, but I'll double check that. Because let me tell you, it's a rough one, guys. I'm telling you, it is a rough one, and yeah, it's difficult. And yeah, so you guys are going to get the you're going to get Morning Grace that on Christmas Eve. You're going to get Morning Grace and get to see the taste test, but you won't see the first one until Far Out will. But theirs will be on episode 2 of Christmas Eve. But they're going to actually see it first because it's going to go with the tradition. And then that was the cat banging against the wall. We're outside, but we have the windows open, and the cat just cracked against the wall. It's really loud, jumped on the chair, bang, up against the wall. Dude, what are you doing? Anyway, so they'll get to see it, but you guys will get to see it on Christmas Eve morning. So you guys will actually get to see it first, but okay. But it's actually the second taste test. So, yeah. Unless I put it up together. It's a Morning Grace, but I'll probably wait and put it up at the same time I put up Far Out. That way it's all together. But it will be a Morning Grace episode. Because I usually try to put up the vlogs all together. So it'll be uploaded that evening. Today was pageant practice day, so all the kids went and practiced for the pageant, which will be on Christmas Eve. So you guys will get to see the pageant that they do. It's a Christmas Eve thing. We're excited. And that will be on our Special Awesome Family and over here. So that's going to be fun. And for us, it's going to be our part 1 of Christmas Eve, their part 2. So they're going to have a vlog up first talking about what they did before they came down, their traditions, blah, blah, their Christmas Eve stuff that they do by themselves. And then they'll come down, the pageant will go on, that'll be their part 2. And then it'll be our part 1, because our part 2 is going to be our thing with the tradition and the birthday party for Jesus. So it's gonna be fun. And so we got that. I also discovered tonight that my gingerbread coffee creamer was actually made with oat milk. I did not know that. So I got a surprise there. Luckily, it did not give me the diarrhea situation. Ugh. Because when you eat something you're not used to, your body reacts. And usually it's the dreaded diarrhea situation. And I'm telling you guys over here in case, like I said, I got different subscribers over here. I'm giving you guys a second warning for those that are, whatever channel you watch first. I'm giving you warnings on both because that way everybody's, warned. Just in case people over there aren't over here and vice versa. I want everybody to be warned. That doesn't mean that you're sick. If you eat something you haven't had, let's say in a decade, or something you've never had, or, it's something you're just not used to because you're so used to something else. Like, for example, you're so used to eating out of the microwave, making microwave meals, and then all of a sudden you get an awesome staff who makes you food on the stove, you're gonna get the runs. I'm sorry, it's gonna happen. But that doesn't mean that their cooking is bad. It's just, my body's not used to this, and it's just, that's the way it goes. It's not like you're sick. So I just wanted you to know, don't panic, okay? And I'm gonna say the same phrase Ryan does. Don't be scared, be prepared. Because that fits a lot of situations, and this is one of them. Totally different thing, but it still fits. Sorry, Ryan Hall, but it fits. In this situation, it fits because if you're sitting there and you're eating something, for example, the other day, that's why I said, oh shit, because on day 17, when I said I might have to pause it several times, that's what I meant. Because I was worried that I was gonna have to pause it a few times because I had ate turkey. Now, luckily, like I said, it was just a little bit, but here's the thing, I wasn't used to it because I don't eat turkey because that's what it does. It gives me that issue. The dreaded D word. There's so many D words that you shouldn't say. Anyway, again, totally opposite ends of the spectrum. Yeah. They're both bad. All the D words, they're just bad. Anyway. But yeah. But basically, I had turkey and it went through me a little bit. And I'm like, whoa, shnikes, that's not good. But yeah, it was crazy because I'm going, oh great, this isn't good. Well, so then basically the next thing I know, the next day I'm fine. And so depending on how much you eat, like let's say you eat, I don't know, a bunch of it, you might have the diarrhea for a day, okay? You guys are gonna deal with it until it gets through your system because your body is thinking different than what your mind is thinking. Your mind is thinking, damn, this is good, but your body's going, what the hell are you giving me? And so it's going to happen, okay? It's going to happen. And this time of year is the reason, and I'm bringing this up so that people understand, especially when you can't see what's going on, and your body's doing weird shit and you're going, what's going on here? That's the only reason I'm getting graphic here, guys, because you gotta know. It doesn't mean that you've got the flu. It doesn't mean that you've got something wrong. Your body is just processing what you're eating. So what I would recommend, like if you, let's say for example, you're not used to air fryer food, switch it around a little bit. You might have the diarrhea for a few days, okay? It might happen. Now, if it's persistent after you switched it, and let's say you do it like a couple weeks or like a week or so, and your body still isn't used to it, then there's a problem. Like if you're switching it around a little bit, and then your stool isn't solid after a few days, then there's an issue. But if it fixes itself, your body's going, okay, I'm okay, because it will resolve itself, I'm telling you, unless you are sick. Now, if you've got other symptoms besides just the diarrhea, then yeah, you're definitely sick. But if you don't, and it's just the diarrhea, it's just a digestive thing, your body's going, what is this? So I wanted to warn you guys because, we're getting close to Christmas, and I don't want you guys, eating something and then you get that and you're going, oh no, I can't go anywhere for Christmas. That's not true. Okay, it's just a passing thing that happens when you eat something you're not used to. And that could happen too if you're first drinking coffee. When I first started drinking coffee, I didn't know, and it was like, whoa, hi. And, like I said, I'm not trying to be graphic here, but I wanted you guys to understand that this could happen. Not saying it will, but it could. And if it happens, just pay attention. Because if it's more than one symptom, then you might be sick. But if it's just that, and you feel fine otherwise, like right now I'm dealing with it because I drank 2 cups of coffee. But, because I did stuff for far out. And I'm not sick. I just drank coffee, 2 cups of coffee, which I'll probably have to do tomorrow too. But you know what? It's just the coffee cleaning me out. It's not that I'm sick. I am not sick. As you can tell, I've got energy like you wouldn't believe. I'm wired for sound. But, that's the way it is. So just pay attention to your body. If it's just that, you just ate something that your body's going, what the heck are you giving me? So, yeah. Well, that and you had Taco Bell, too. Yeah. I drank the coffee this morning and had Taco Bell later, so yeah. Yeah. Not a good idea. Not a good idea. But anyway. And tomorrow I have to let Samantha know about that flavor. Oh boy, I wonder what that is. Oh, speaking of flavors, oh Lord, tonight's theme. I should have put a fireplace or something behind it, but I didn't. I should have put a fireplace behind it, but I didn't think of that. But it was sipping whiskey by the fire. That was the far out coffee flavor, and I'm like, what? Guess that proves you're not a kid. I got that right. Well, you'd think it would, but you know how that goes. Anyway, so we'll be back after the middle song plays, and we will tell you all about what's going on. So stick around. We'll be back right after this.
Dinner is cooking, the kids are playing, Scarlett's filming it all. For 25 days of VLOGMAS, you will get to see all the fun we have in a little town in Sharkey County called Rolling Fork. The smells waft from in the kitchen, Scarlett giggles and plays as Christy banters away. For 25 days of fun, filming all the fun is right here on a match made in heaven, a promise of a lifetime. 2020, the kids, they always say they can't wait for Santa to fly up on his sleigh. It's gonna be fun for 25 days. We'll film everything we can. Don't you forget, you bet you're gonna have the best fun you ever had right here. Don't forget you matter. Thank you for watching. Don't forget it's time for VLOGMAS. Snowball fights, fireside chats, roasted marshmallows, and laughter and fun. So come on in, y'all, enjoy the fun for 25 days of Vlogmas. Merry Vlogmas to you.
All right, guys, we are back by the campfire, and okay, I did look that up for you real quick. So it is the Christmas Eve special. So if you want to see the tradition that I mentioned in the first segment, it is just called the Christmas Eve special. So, yep. And you'll actually hear me show the inspiration of it and literally cry, and then I explain the adaptation of the tradition. So, yeah. And Mom had no idea we were doing it. Mom had no idea we were doing it. It was fun, though. It was a freaking heyday. I loved it. It was fun to do that. Now, that's why this year's Vlogmas is different, because last year it was all done in one day. All of Vlogmas was basically done in one day. And I kind of got burned out for a bit, and that's why I didn't upload for the longest time. Because I kind of was like, that wore me out last year, and that's why this year's is a little more relaxed and chill. Because I had this one, plus I did Far Outs. Because I wanted Far Out to have its first Vlogmas, which, like I said, tonight on Far Out, I said, well, not tonight, I'm not going to say it, but on tomorrow's, I'm going to say, I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm so wired. I did some New Year's Eve stuff today, because I didn't get the actual Advent flavors. That's why I had coffee today, so I'm still a little wired from New Year's Eve. The New Year's Eve stuff. I didn't get the flavor till tonight, which I'm doing the actual flavor tomorrow for Far Out. So I'm going to say this on Far Out is what I meant to say. But that's why I didn't do something big time this year like I did last year. I'm still doing this. It's just, it's not as taxing as it was. It is still draining because it's a daily thing, and I'm usually not a daily vlogger, which unfortunately it's not really daily for me, because unfortunately this year has been hell because of the work schedule and trying to throw everything around and dealing with the heartbreak of basically November. Last year was also heartbreak, which today's the 1 year anniversary of that, which sucks. But anyway, but yeah, it's just been nuts. So yeah, it's been cray cray, and oh gosh. But yeah, so it's crazy. And doing that on one day was not fun. And like I said, I was going to use some of it as flashbacks, but Mom requested no flashbacks last year. And I'm like, okay, well, then I don't have no flashbacks because I have some old podcasts that I did for Match Made in Heaven, but the quality sucks. And I was going to put this up, last year's up as, a bit of a flashback this year. But Mom begged me no. So I kind of got burnt out, and she regrets it. Okay, she does. She does regret that, because she's like, this year, she was like, oh no, it might drain you. And I'm like, not if I don't overdo it this time. And I told her very nicely, I said, not if I don't overdo it, Mom. If I need to do flashbacks, I need to do flashbacks. That's why Kirsty will probably give her crap tomorrow on Far Out. Because we can razz Mom and have fun with Mom. But, I mean, a brand new YouTuber doing Vlogmas is not a good idea. I do not recommend that. If you cannot handle that kind of schedule, don't do it. If you're brand new, I'm going to say it, don't do it. If you're like a first-time YouTuber, I do not recommend you doing Vlogmas your first year. Just saying. I know you might want to fit in, but if your schedule does not allow, like mine really did not allow for that last year, but I did it, and it burnt me out. And I was so drained that I did not upload for months, like at least a month or two. because I got burned out on it. And so I don't recommend you doing it. If you're a first-time YouTuber, don't do it. And I'm warning Alonzo about this too, because he's like, man, I'd love to do an advent calendar. If your schedule, honey, does not allow you to do a daily vlog, don't do that. Because you are pretty busy, and I can tell it. Because that's a daily thing. You're going to have to upload on a daily basis. Or you're going to have to drink a couple cups of coffee to keep it up. Trust me, it's not easy. And they're not cheap. These advent calendars are not friggin' cheap, buddy, let me tell you. Yes. If your schedule don't allow it, I wouldn't do that if I was you. Or you're gonna get burned out. Because you're gonna have to drink the coffee to keep up with all of it. You can't sit there and do one taste test and then wait a week and do the second one, because it's 24 days or 16 days or whatever you get. You have to do it daily. You have to upload on a daily basis for Advent. So if that's not your schedule, sweetheart, I wouldn't recommend that. From one vlogger to another, you gotta make sure you can do it. And the only reason I didn't get to do mine daily was because of the weather and everything else happening, because of the work schedule and crap. But I got all the days done. It's just, today is windy. Tomorrow's supposed to be windy. So I won't be able to upload until, well, yesterday it was windy. Today is windy. I can't talk. It's not windy now. But it's supposed to be windy till 5, which it stopped, thank God. Otherwise, I probably wouldn't have wanted to go out in it. But yeah, so it's been nuts. You know, so it's just, like I said, my mind's all over the place tonight, guys. Never mind me. But it's just been crazy. It really has. I mean, but it's fun. It's worth it. It is a lot of work. It is a lot of work to do Vlogmas, but it's worth it in the long run if you can pull it off. And when I do it, even if I'm behind a day, I usually try to do a daily Vlogmas instead of bunching them up, because I try to do it that way because it's, you know, what I enjoy doing. But that's just how I do it. Other people sometimes will do a couple of days at once. Not me. I try to do all of mine separately, and that's why it's a lot of work. But in the long run, it's rewarding. But it is, I won't lie, it is a pain in the ass. But, you know, looking back on it, it's rewarding because you see what you've done. And last year's it was a pain in the ass. But I got it, I had it all recorded. It's just, I just didn't have the energy to upload it because I was dealing with so much crap. Ugh. But yeah. So yeah, it was a lot of crap, let me tell you. Last year was bad. This year was bad only because of the schedule. The schedule was a pain in the butt. But other than that, you know, it was just, I was able to do most of it on the days. Some of it I had to, like that first 8 days, I had to do it all on the same day because of the schedule, the weather, yeah, you know. And the party that first week, so it was like, crap. Which I kind of had a feeling that was coming because, you know, doing the scheduling, and it's like, oh, jeez, really? So, yeah. Oh, my gosh. Well, guys, it's a roosting time. I'm going to go on in with the kids, and we're going to hit the hay, and we'll be back tomorrow. Now, we'll see how that all goes, and we'll see you back here soon on A Match Made in Heaven, the promise of a lifetime. Like I said, we're going to be back by the fire again because we didn't do one that first week. We were originally going to do that on a Saturday, but we didn't. That's why we're doing tonight's and tomorrow's by the fire. And we'll be back soon here for the 25 days of Vlogmas on day 20. And we will love you and leave you till then. Have a great day, everyone. Goodbye and God bless.
The sun is a-sinking. The kids are tired. It's getting quiet and it's time for bed. We had some campfires and Vlogmas' fun, hanging out in the sun. What a beautiful day. It's roosting time. Time for bed. Santa is coming and Christmas will come. The kids, they know that soon it'll be Christmas time in Rolling Fork. The kids just can't wait for Christmas to come. They're so excited and happy, but now it is time to put them to bed. And they need to rest their little sleepy heads. It's roosting time. Time for bed. Well, sugar plums and fairies dance in their heads, and we all know Santa Claus will come. But kids need their sleep, and morning will come. The fire is low, the parents are tired. The kids are sleeping, and it's time for bed. It's roosting time. It's time for bed. While sugar plums and fairies dance in our head, it's time to sleep. We hope you've had fun and a match made in heaven, a promise of a lifetime. Thank you for watching, and good night. Everyone sleep tight.
Hi, everyone. Thanks for watching. It's Baby Sharky, and I just want to wish you a very, very Merry Christmas and a very prosperous New Year. Do me one favor, though. As you leave today, please think about the reason for this joyous holiday season, the birth of our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. Because if you take Christ out of Christmas, that's just not a good thing at all. There wouldn't be Christmas without Christ. Just think about that while you're out shopping and hustling and bustling and decorating and looking for the perfect tree and all of that. Think of that baby born long ago in a stable, wrapped in swaddling clothes and lying in a manger because there was no room for him in an inn. Laying out in the cold with no crib for a bed. Please think about that and remember him on this joyous holiday season. Merry Christmas, everyone. Happy New Year. Have a great day, and God bless you. Love, Baby Sharky.